My name is Charlotte Davis, and this is Empowering You. 10 minutes to grow by, 10 minutes to be inspired, 10 minutes to navigate you to be incredible. Tonight, we want to continue on with what we talked about last night, which was weighting your decisions or weighing your decisions. Better way to put it, weighing your decisions. A lot of times our decisions are based out of our hurts. We navigate our lives through hurt, through pain, and our decisions are based from that. We base it from the scars, and we allow the scars to be a detriment in our lives, or to be a hindrance in our lives to help us to not grow. It's can be a struggle sometimes with the hurt of the past, and moving past the past and letting that be our lesson, or moving past the past and letting that be our help. Sometimes we don't realize that the pain helps us to grow. And if we allow it, it helps us to grow. So we have to make the decision. Are we going to allow this pain to hinder us, to stop our progress, to impede our progress? Or are we going to let this pain be a lesson and learn from it and grow? Everything is meant to grow. And if we don't do that, we stunt our growth. So we want to grow. We want to move past that. We want to move forward. We want to be better, and we strive to be better. We don't want to stay the same. We want to grow. We want to, no matter how old we are, we don't want to become the same because life becomes boring. We want to grow. Yes, we do want to grow. We don't want the judgment of others or the pain of others to weigh so heavily upon us that our decisions are based in the scars of our past, and we allow that to distort our future, or distort how we view ourselves, or distort how our self-worth, or distort who we are or who we should be. And that could be the hindrance to getting from who we are to who we should be. And all of that should be balanced. That should be a balanced life. And if we allow the pain, the hurt, the frustrations, and the things to help to navigate our decisions, then we've lost. We've allowed ourselves to go backwards instead of forwards, or stand still. And nobody wants to do that. So let's change the weight of our decisions. And as I was looking into tonight, I thought about boxers. And you think about a Mike Tyson, or you think about a Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And you think about Ray Leonard, the ones that are the most prominent, who went on and became famous. And the thing that I learned about boxing is no boxers. They stay in their weight category if they're minimal weight, or they're, let's see, featherweight, or they're welterweight, or they're lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight. And in their categories and that they have to be in, but when they're in a category, they can fight each other in that category, in the weight class they're in. And I happen to be watching a show by Arsenio Hall, an old show where Muhammad Ali, they've shown it a lot. Muhammad Ali was sitting talking to Arsenio, and he said, "Oh, I got some guests I want to bring out, or some people that want to interview or talk to you." And it was Mike Tyson and Ray Leonard. The question was, okay, Muhammad Ali, if you were to fight Mike Tyson, do you think that you would beat him? And he said, no. He would win. And there was no question between him and Ray Leonard because they weren't in the same weight class. But Mike and Muhammad were in the same weight class, so they could fight each other. And the reason why I bring up weight classes because our decisions are weighty, and the class or the level that we put our decisions have a lot to do with how we live our lives. And purpose is very weighty. The purpose of our lives is very weighty. How much weight do we give our purpose? Is it a lightweight thing? Is it a heavyweight thing? Is it a medium weight thing? Or is it a minimum weight thing? How much weight do we put on our purpose? Our purpose is like the hinge of our lives. Our purpose is what our lives spin around. When we know our purpose, we can tell the direction of our lives. And if I'm not sure of my purpose, it affects my direction. It affects my decisions. It affects the weight of my decision. It affects my yeses and it affects my no's. It affects what I allow in my life and it affects what I don't allow in my life. It affects my direction. It affects my decisions. It affects my aim. It affects my growth. And when I find my purpose, and I said before, in order to find our purpose, we need to go on a self-discovery. Find out the things that we like. Find out the things we don't like. Find out our proclivities, what we lean towards. And purpose has a lot to do with how we lean, what we lean towards, who we are. My aim, what am I aiming for? And make sure that my aim is aligned with who I actually am. A lot of times we can live out our lives for others and live out their purpose for their lives. I never will forget when I got grown, my mother told me, she said, I had such goals for you. I wanted you to do this. I wanted you to do that. But mother, that's not what I wanted to be. That's not my purpose. That was your ideal of my purpose. And we have to be very careful about the people in our lives. Make sure that to our own selves, we're true. We don't allow others to make those decisions for us, who we should be and who we shouldn't be. To thine own self be true. And like I said, our decisions weigh heavily upon how we live our lives. Our purpose is the hinge upon which our lives are evolved. Our purpose, why are we here? Living life on purpose. Living life with an aim, living life on and targeting things in our lives. So we're living our life with purpose. We're living our life with goals and aims and targets that we're shooting for and that we're going for. That is a very heavyweight decision and we can't make it a lightweight. It has to be heavyweight. It has to take prominence. It has to help us make our decisions in life. We're basing our decisions on our purpose. We're basing our decisions on who God says we are. We're basing our decisions on our life's goals, our life, who we should be, who God says we are, who we are. The weight of our lives is how we yield to our purpose, our aim, our goals, our who we should be, our viewpoint, our perspective, how we see things, how we live out our lives. Makes our life weighty. That life has weight. Our lives are weighty by how much importance we put on our purpose and how we live it out. How we aim for it, how we shoot for it. I don't care if we crawl to get there. We're aiming towards our purpose. We're aiming towards who we are. We're aiming towards that goal. We're aiming towards being all that God has required for us to be. Simple. It takes effort, it takes work, it takes diligence, it takes tenacity. But the weight of our lives, the weight of our decisions, and I'll say it over and over again, should be based on our purpose. Have a great evening. I will be back soon. Make sure that you live life to be incredible.